I can't, I'm getting old. I can't even see the screen here. Shaun? Shaun. Dan know what he's doing? While we wait for Dan. Come on, Dan, request. You got a request, Dan.
Push the plus button, Dan.
Push the plus.
You didn't get the memo.
We don't clock out, ever. Always on. Following up our segment last week on the channel, where we teased a very specific collab, and now we are going to have a meeting about said collab. Here we go.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey Alexa, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks for taking a couple minutes at the end of the day. Yeah, I talked to Bryce, mentioned for next week's bi-weekly to kind of have all the creative and assets ready to roll to review. We've run through a lot of our stuff already. It looks sick, so I'd love to kind of just get your eyes on it and get some immediate feedback if you can. We make a lot of assets. There's a lot of kind of fun stuff to pull from in some of the decks that we've reviewed. So I wasn't sure exactly how we were able to use them and how they can interact with the brand on social. We were thinking of using the characters in kind of a fun way for each of the two products. So these are the final renders. They came out really cool. And I actually went down and we ran these a couple weeks ago. So can't share it yet.
You can't show anything. Nothing?
Nothing. We're not showing anything.
Damn.
You want me to show? Can't show.
Stuff like this is totally fine. I think like where we draw the hard line with like when we say like interacting with product, it can't look like a character is endorsing something.
The good news is we've worked with quite a few brands in our past, and we've actually gotten quite good at knowing what usually flies and what doesn't. So I wanted to get just a quick gut check to make sure that we're on the right path, because I know that, you know, there's going to be quite a few assets and we're going to have a small window to get them approved, and back and forth would definitely slow us down here. So we're excited.
Yeah, from like all of the products that I saw, it looks super fun. It looks super cool, and so we're all really looking forward to it.
Thanks, Alexa.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Probably the best that call could have gone. Oh, she said she loved everything. Look, anytime you're working with someone else's brand, just like Ghost, be incredibly specific with how we would like our brand kind of dealt with respect to a collab or on social or in a video or any of those things. Brands have guidelines and guardrails that we need to abide by when creating assets, and I respect that entirely. As a brand guy, I think it's important to be incredibly detail oriented with your brand, and specifically making sure that it is portrayed in the right way, regardless of what you do, whether it's on a label or in social or any of these things. So we've definitely learned over the years in dealing with some of the largest brands in the space that brands can be very specific. I'd like to say this team's gotten really good at understanding what to expect and getting ahead. So that was a slam dunk.
This has got to be when you've had enough. You're moving far from me. It's getting hard to breathe.
I'm getting old. I can't even see the screen here. Got a bunch of people in here. Dan and Shaun. Shaun? Shaun Stafford joined. There he is.
Cutting off my head. I spent so much time on the hair, and it's now being, on my screen, it's being cut off anyway.
There you go.
Is that better?
Look at that. Does Dan know what he's doing? While we wait for Dan, it's a big week. We've been building to this week for a very long time in Europe, and we're finally ready to unveil Legend V2. Excited, man. It's been a long time coming. This year has been a challenging one to work through, but excited to finally get the product out. We got 3 new flavors for Europe as well, which is cool. So come on, Dan, request. You got a request, Dan.
Push the plus button, Dan.
Push the plus. There he is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's even better, Shaun. Look how good you look now. What's good, boys? 3 different cities. Shaun's in London, Dan's in Vegas, I'm in Chicago. We're here to launch Legend V2.
Kind of all the content that we've been shooting and producing over the last sort of 3 weeks is kind of being drip fed out, and I must say that it's a bit like a shark feeding frenzy where you've just been chumming the water. Everyone's kind of ready for it.
Shaun's chumming the water in Europe.
Shark Week. It's Shark Week, what can we say? Everybody loves a good shark anecdote.
It's been cool, man. It's been a long time coming. Dan ran us through some formula tweaks.
I think if you put the formulas side by side, it's almost no comparison. I mean, this product is almost 2x as good as V1 there. And I say that carefully because I'm proud of our prior work, but it doesn't hold a candle to this.
But I mean, this formula hits. I think we're super stoked with how this one came out. This is actually my favorite formula across all three that we produce. So we subbed out the Rewolfia and added Neurofactor, which gives it more of a cognitive kind of spin on this one. But we got like the OG Blue Raz that we had in the States. It's still one of our top selling flavors in the States. We're bringing that to Europe. We got Peach, just Peach. And we're bringing Welch's Grape to the party.
You know, speaking to a load of the consumers, a load of the fans of Ghost here in the UK and Europe, we've always got that kind of FOMO of like all the cool flavors that you guys have in the States. And to have one of those now land over here is super cool.
And Welch's is probably one of the coolest collabs that we do in the actual like pre-workout because it's the only one we're actually able to include the Welch's grape powder in the product.
Let's go around the horn here. Shaun, how do you stack size V2, pump V2, and legend V2?
It depends what I'm training. So if I'm training legs, I won't put pump because I find the tyrosine's enough. I think the added tyrosine is enough, so I wouldn't put pump on leg day. 2 scoops of legend, 2 scoops of size. But then on upper body day, I would do 2 scoops of legend, 2 scoops of pump, and maybe 1 scoop of size whilst I'm training. So I'd slap the legend and the pump sort of 30 minutes beforehand, and then sip on a size just to keep me hydrated during the session. That's what I do.
Can we talk about Shaun's beta-alanine consumption?
Size 1 is it's reduced tingle. So I only get tingle on half my body.
Dude, truthfully, I'll usually go a scoop, scoop and a half legend, and then usually 2 scoops pump. I do size during training. Dan?
What I've been doing recently, so I go 2 scoops legend, so full dose of legend, usually only with 1 scoop, like a big 1 scoop of pump. And then intra, I do lemon crush with a lemon focus.
I mean, Shaun, we'll pose the question to you too, but I think it'd be good while we're chatting about this for people to comment. Like, one of the things I think we have been talking a lot with internally is like, as we continue to expand upon the flavor assortment for Legend V2, like what comes to mind in Europe? What do you want to see?
Cream's happening, that's like bomb.com, and Protein Pick and Mix does not stop asking me about it.
So we got one in the hopper, raspberry cream.
Like, I want to see a gin and tonic flavored cream. I think gin and tonic flavor would be delicious. So there's something over here, there's a biscuit called a Jammy Dodger, and that would be a ridiculous addition to the whey. So it's kind of like biscuity jam. Everyone would love it.
What about like a chocolate, like a hobnob?
Hobnob, also brilliant.
Earl Grey.
I'm less excited about, but it's a very English drink.
Blair_T, what up, legend? He said Jammy Dodger would be epic.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows Jammy Dodger would be literally.
I'm still holding it. I've had two requests in my day. One being a cold brew and one being elderflower. Neither of which have happened or come to life so far. But
yeah. So much more exciting stuff coming from Europe, going to Europe next year too. So get ready.
Later, boys.
You.
What up? We here. Hey.
What's going on, man? What's up, Holden? Come on in. We got some people in town today, capturing some epic content. First up, we've got Alyssa.
Hey.
Say what's up. We got Jeremy.
What's up, everybody?
What do you want to be called on?
I'm a chiropractor.
You will fix your neck hump with me if you wanted to. These effective, these are fresh socks, these are from your shoes.
And we're here now. Gonna take them a tour around Ghost HQ. Tasting, photo shoots. That's all I got. What are you mixing, Dave?
All the stems. Basically, we got 2 flavors today. This is gonna be like your classic legend formula. It uses Neurofactor instead of Rewolfia, kind of the EU, the global version. Yeah, so this wasn't a flavor collab. This was more of like an experience. Go great. This is a classic like 90s, 2000s. Like you grew up drinking this kind of flavor. I'll let you taste it and kind of guess.
Cheers.
I know, guys.
Oh, that's fire.
That was really good. Can we do that again?
We need more.
This is pre-workout.
You want more?
This is
You want more? I want this for breakfast.
kind of dangerous. It's dangerous because this is really good.
Yeah, it's
Go a little lighter on this.
Yeah, this is where I get absolutely twisted, huh?
The formula here is like CG's hardcore formula, except we added 3.2 grams beta alanine, 350 mg of anhydrous caffeine. We went through probably 7 different types of flavors with this. What we landed with was
You know that's fine.
Like that first sip, you're like, I'm ready to work out now. I'm ready to move now.
I could drink like a whole bottle.
If I went home and just grabbed like an empty bottle of filled it all up. Brought it to my grandparents' house, they drink it casual.
Oh, they make he said carb up bacon.
5 minutes later.
Jeremy.
Yo.
Hey. This is the first time the YouTube family is finally meeting you. This is Jeremy AKA StudYY. He's a freaking legend. We actually had him on Warzone Wednesday last week for the first time, and we caught a dub.
W.
We can have some clips though.
No, we do have clips. Roll the clip.
Nice, both knocked.
Sick.
For the people that don't know who you are, why don't you give a quick introduction to yourself?
Yeah, so I am Jeremy StudYY. I was a former Call of Duty pro player for about 7 to 8 years. And then once I realized like my playing days were over, I decided to hop on the production side and become a caster / analyst now for the CDL, and it's awesome, man. I get to live my dream, you know, being that young kid that loved Call of Duty, still to this day, just commentating over players I played against, players that I've beat, and even the new up-and-comers. It's awesome, man. I love to see Call of Duty grow.
So you work with Clint and...
Yeah. Yeah, but those are my coworkers. Yeah.
Well, they're part of the family too, and
Yeah,
we're happy to have you as a part of our
They
family.
they are the reason why I decided to join you guys. And the fact that you guys had like real like kid candy collabs thing, like that was the biggest thing. Like once I saw the Swedish Fish flavor, it was amazing. And then now I cannot get away from the Welch's pre-workout because it's just amazing.
Yeah, man. Happy to have you part of the team. I did promise you, it's mail time!
Okay. Where is it? It's even got my name on it. Oh, this is godlike. Wait, can I? Ooh, okay. I love this color. I'm a bright guy. I love the bright colors. I appreciate you guys for having me, man. This is sick, man. I love this company. So this is lit.
Yeah, we gotta actually plan a Twitch takeover stream so the legends at home get to know more of StudYY.
Yeah.
We'll plan something out maybe next month where you just
down.
hop on the Go stream and...
I'm down. I'm just letting you guys know. Jeremy Stud as a caster is completely different from Jeremy Stud as a gamer. Always talking smack. It's always a mind game.
Yeah, well, I just want to let you know that I heard that you've been talking some smack, and I just want you to know that I've been taking Taekwondo lessons in the back of the Walmart Supercenter, so if you don't want to get hurt, then you better stop.
What's your favorite product, gamer flavor?
It has to be the Swedish Fish. I sit there and I drink it the entire time. Like I'm always a slow wake up, like all right, I gotta get into it, walk my dog. But then as soon as I go in my fridge, because I already have like, they're all set up already. Like I've already poured them in, all I have to do is just grab it from the fridge and go, because I finished my cans already. So I just get absolutely twisted whenever I'm playing.
I know a guy that loves Swedish Fish. Catch StudYY on a Twitch takeover coming next month.
See you guys next month.